Hi, I'm Rain Adams from livebeyondinspired.com. And my business is all about helping women get to their full potential to move past self imposed barriers, BS, which is belief systems, just to become the best that they can be. And my goal is to help women to save their world and then eventually help save the world because something awesome happens when women begin to help women.
Great. So how long have you been in business here?
I've actually been doing Live Beyond Inspired for almost 20 years. So this year I am changing my model to a one to many model and going mostly online because I also want to take the ideology of Live Beyond Inspired into the community and a position within the community.
Okay. So what's the problem that your business solves?
The problem that my business solves is that women have so much on their plate. They say yes to everything and everybody else and not yes to themselves. They can't figure out what it is they want to do. And so they get to a point where they're having a midlife crisis and everything in their life is about everybody else. And I help them to bring it back in and make them the center of their universe in order to live a happy and full life.
Okay. So can you describe to me how you work with women? What's the process like?
Uh, my process is I like to start off with my foundation, and which is creating the old, some people call it cliche, but the way I do it is totally different. I like to start off with a foundation of a vision board or vision Bible, a vision manuscript. I'm just saying it in different ways because I
Mhm.
want to make it appropriate. But that way they can take their vision. I sit down and I create a setting and a space, and we get in touch to what they really want on deep on the inside from their heart, and for them to put it down visually for them to see, and then we create a plan from there.
Okay. Who is your customer? What's your customer segment?
My customer segment is the Gen X woman. Definitely the Gen X woman. She's at an age where some of them are at the age where their children are almost ready to go off to college or are in college,
Mhm.
and they need something else to do with themselves, and they just don't know what to do because their life has been revolved around saying yes to everyone else. Even um, women who are successful in their jobs and businesses, but they stayed in a certain space just because that's what everyone expected them to do. So it's the Gen X woman.
How would you describe success, or how does your customer describe success in the program?
How I want each woman that I work with to define success will be individually up to them because everybody has a different scenario, a different reason why they join the program, a different reason why they call me up. Hey, Rain, I need your help. I need to move forward. And just moving forward differently from where they're at now is a success for me. And for each woman, they have to define that for themselves as they move forward, as they're seeing more and more of what they said they wanted to create show up in their life.
Do you have any examples from past clients in terms of things that they've done, how they've moved forward?
I, early on in Live Beyond Inspired, I had a client. She was young and she saw me as an example. She was a single mom, um, and she had a decision to make about her life and her lifestyle. And because I worked with her and she saw the strength in me because our stories were similar, she was able to get focused on what she really wanted. Um, she got involved in school, she graduated from school, and then she just created the career that she wanted to create. And she moved herself from poverty to a life she wanted to live.
Very good. So Tell me a little bit about you and why you're an expert at this and why you're qualified to be able to help others.
I realized that it was something I did and I gave people my whole life was inspiration and motivation and the strength and power to do better and be better. And for me, that was something I wanted to do for myself. So I was on a reality TV show called The Starting Over House that aired on NBC back in 2002. And
Okay.
I was able to work with some of the big names, as in life coaches, um, in the industry. And I lived in this house, and I was completing my goals and moving forward and doing exactly what I help women do. And I was doing it for myself. And then I found I had the natural ability to motivate and inspire the women in the house around me. And I was like, hey, I like this. What is this life coach thing? So that's when I became certified to become a life coach. And this is something that I have applied not just my life to, but my passion and my drive to is to learn how to overcome obstacles, learn how to create plans that work, learn how to listen to myself and move forward. Um, Part of it is a gifting too. I tell people all the time, I am a human being. I'm not perfect. I'm gifted. I'm putting that on a t-shirt because it's the truth. I'm not perfect. I'm gifted. And I took what I had seriously and I invested in myself, and so I kind of had a skill and will meet together to help move me forward in this. So people can get in touch with me through my social media, which is Rain C. Adams on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. I have to think about that. Also, my website is livebeyondinspired.com. If you need to come and leave a message there, that's how you can get in touch with me. I am very reachable and easy to find.
So tell me, how long have you been in business?
I've been in business since 2003, but I sealed the deal in 2020 and made it a LLC because I wanted to take it in a different direction. Right now, because I'm switching my business model, I do currently have one product that I am selling for $47, and it is called Vision to the 2020 Vision 2.0. And I'm going to be adding to it and changing it because in the beginning of 2020, everybody ran out and they had these big hopes and dreams and wishes for their lives. And then it showed up different for us in the world. And so, as I keep telling my clients and saying on social media, there has been a shift. And now we have to shift the way we do everything. We have to shift the way we dream, shift the way we want our vision, shift the way we want our life to become, because what was before is not anymore. And it's just the opportunity to do things differently. And right now, I am doing a $47 class.
Okay. So what do people get for $47?
For $47, what do they get? Well, they get to know how to create their new vision for 2021. They get an understanding of what I mean by this shift that's happened and how they need to respond to it in their life and create differently in their life. Um, for example, we lived in a time and era, like I called it the Yo MTV Raps era, where everybody always wanted the big house, the big car, the fancy things to affirm them and to show up in life. But now we're at a point where we need to create a fancy stabilization where we are creating LLCs, we're creating legacies, and we're creating not just for our generation, but for generations to come.
Okay. So has COVID affected your business and your customers at all?
The way COVID affected my customers is, like I said, that shift. And everybody's viewing and feeling things differently. I have a high emotional intelligence, and I'm like, hey, there's been a change. You can't pay attention to that anymore. You have a goal you have to reach. You can't respond to things the same way you would have. Even if it was a positive response, It's why care about that. Let's look what's going on around us. If the energy that you're spending caring about that, moving you forward to your hopes, dreams, and goals, or is it moving you away? So yes, it has, and it even has affected how I coach. I am more direct, but in essence, I still hold my client's heart in my hand as I'm coaching them and moving them forward. I used to like to think I used to do hand holding, but no, I'm doing heart holding because that's the most important part. Because frankly, I think everybody's a little jittery, emotions are high, anxiety is high, and now is not the time to lose control. I know because
Okay.
I did. I would like people to know that Live Beyond Inspire is here to help you to move forward, to navigate this next shift in your life so that you can take control of your life, live your hopes, live your dreams, do what you always wanted to do without letting your responsibilities down. If you're a mother, you're not letting your children down by putting yourself first and doing some things you want to do. If you are a corporate boss, you're not letting anybody down if you take a step back from a few projects to take care of you to design the life that you want to live. It's time to let yourself up and not worry about letting others down.
The service you provide, it would seem that it has a really positive psychological and emotional impact on your clients. Is that correct?
Yes. I would say because I'm a life coach and I coach. Coaching is about moving forward. And it's definitely going to challenge your BS. I'm all about the BS, your belief system. That is one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge your BS. We're going to break some things off and we're going to move forward. And I'm going to help you change the way you view everything so you can shake some things off and get going. I do speaking. I will come and speak to your group to motivate and inspire them and change some of that BS so they can move forward. The second thing I do is one on one coaching where I will work with you one on one and we devise a plan to help you move forward faster in the direction you want to go. I have group coaching where if you have a group of people you want to do the group coaching, I can do that. Or I'll offer a class where people can come and join my webinar, my Zoom, my master class, as they're calling it now. And that is my group coaching. And I also will be working on some downloadable projects so people can download classes to help support them and move forward. If they don't want to work with me one on one, they can work and move forward on their own.
Mhm.
I'm planning a really big 2020 and I am going to start talking about it. My next big step, and I'm announcing it here, is going to be called frequency. The thing is now everybody wants to be a whole vibe. Oh, I'm a whole vibe and how you vibrate. That was last season. We're in a shift. What you need to become is a whole frequency so you can get people to tune in and create change. And that's what I'll be doing for 2021, creating frequency. And it will be a 6-month coaching program. So I would say the impact that I'm having on the community is right now. I have two clients that are business owners in our community, and I help them with creative strategy and creating connections because business is all about relationships and energy. And if you don't have a good energy, you don't know how to create good relationships. And so I'm helping them be savvy in creating relationships and reaching out to people and increasing their business and also working with their BS belief system in order to move them forward because all it takes is one wrong move rooted in the wrong BS and you can destroy your life, your business, and your reputation. And I'm not having that. Not in my community.
Very good.